Twice cooked biscuits. What's that all about? Why do you cook biscuits twice? Oh yeah, we're making biscotti today, by the way. Look, new spoon as well. From ProCook. My favourite spoon. They're actually really simple to make, and they're quite expensive to buy them, so you should make your own, really. Golden caster sugar. I'll put the ingredients below, but I'm actually making a double amount of that because I'm making 2 different types today. So the ingredients are below, this is double that. So the golden caster sugar, and then I've got 6 eggs. Just give them a quick break up. And then we're just going to beat them eggs into the sugar. Wooden spoons are the best for this. Definitely. I'm just looking for it to go a little bit lighter in colour. And then you know it's ready. Right, that'll do. I'm going to add the flour, plain flour or all-purpose flour. Baking powder. And then I've got the zest of, well, I've got the zest of 2 oranges in this one. And then we just bring that together. You could use a stand mixer, but it's not that difficult because you just bring it together as a dough. We're not kneading it or anything, so. I've used quite large eggs here, so I might need a little bit of extra flour, but we'll see. Yeah, it just needs a little bit more, but I mean your normal sort of medium eggs, you won't need to add any more flour. I think the best way really is get rid of our spoon, just get hands in. I don't think I've actually done a lot of baking on the channel, so, and I do like baking. I'll maybe do some more. Yeah, it's still a little bit soft. You see, it's going to be quite hard to handle, so I'll go with some more flour. You're always better if you start with a wetter, if your mixture's wetter, because it's easier to add flour than it would be to add eggs. Right, that's looking pretty good. So what I'm going to do, because I'm making 2 types, I'm just going to half this dough, leave half in the bowl. I'll just clean my hands a little bit, I think, before I do the next bit. So for the first one, it's more of a classic sort of recipe. I'm going to go with the almonds. So I'm using whole almonds. You could chop them, but to me, I'd rather have a larger piece of almond in there. And you're going to slice this up anyway, so there's a good chance it's going to get cut into pieces. So, and I'm also going to just top it up with a handful of flaked almonds. So if we just sort of bring that together, just try and mix them almonds right throughout the dough. Still need a little bit more flour. They were big eggs. Right, that'll do. Now we go back to, I'll just grab another bowl. So in this one, we're going to add raisins. I'm going to give you some set sort of measurements, but to be honest, I tend to do it by eye, and I do quite like a lot of fruit and nuts in them. And I'm going to go with the flaked almonds, and I'm going to go with pistachio. And really, you can use anything you like. It's, we'll just use all them. You know, if you don't like raisins, don't put them in, it's fine. So again, just mix that thoroughly, just to get the fruit and the nuts right throughout the dough. A bit more flour on this one. Right, and that's it. Now we're going to put it onto a tray. So I've just got some parchment on the tray, and you could, I prefer just to do this in one sort of long sausage. It's not really a sausage, is it? Tend to square off the ends, otherwise you get that round bit, which is a really small bit that cooks too much and goes really hard. So just square off the ends a little bit, and that's it. Same with this one. There we go. So they are first bake, because it's twice baked. First bake, they're going at 180 degrees C for around about 20-25 minutes. I don't want too much colour on them. Right, so they've had 25 minutes and just getting this nice sort of golden sort of brown to them. And they've just touched together there, so you could maybe leave a slightly bigger gap in between them. I mean, they'll come apart easy, but they've come out a nice size. Right, so tricky bit. Well, you could leave it on the tray, because what I want to do now is just let it cool for 20 minutes, half an hour. Then I'm going to slice them up and we're going to cook them again. So it actually helps if you can get them onto a cooling rack. which it should just slide. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm doing two, I've had to use 2 racks. So 20 minutes, half an hour. Don't rush this bit. Just give them maybe half an hour, and then we're going to slice. Right, so first thing you need to do, just turn your oven down to 140 degrees C, because we're going to, the second bake is at a lower temperature, and then we can slice these. So I think somewhere around about 3/4 of an inch is about right, but it's not too critical. So I'm using like a serrated slicer knife, which is really useful in the kitchen. You could use a bread knife, but I wouldn't use a normal chef's knife because there's a good chance it will more or less, it'll want to break it. So by using a saw in action, you get a nice clean cut. So that's what you've got. So you've got a nice sort of distribution of your nuts and your fruit. So that's why it's important to combine that well with the dough. And then these are just going to go into a tray. I'm just going to lay them cut side up. These little ones, they do cook all right, but they are actually edible now. So I might just pinch that one. That's good. I'll leave the ends off for my little snack. So they're going to go 140 degrees C, and we're looking at a total sort of cook time now 15 minutes, 20 maximum. So after 7.5 minutes, I'm going to turn them all over, just so they get an even cook all round. There we go. So I've actually given 10 minutes each side. So you can just see they're starting to get this sort of golden sort of colour onto them. These are quite thick actually. I don't think I've actually done them that thick before, but they'll be good. So now we just need to put them onto a cooling rack, just to cool. And they're also going to crisp up. And then you can enjoy a nice cup of coffee with Biscotti. Nothing better, especially in the morning. I think it's a morning thing. Skip your breakfast, just have these. Freshly brewed coffee and a nice biscotti, one of my favourites. That's really good. Nice crunch to the outside, but not too hard in the middle. They're spot on. And they taste better because you make them yourself. So give it a try. You know, comment below, let me know how you get on. And if you get any problems, you come across any issues doing them, which you shouldn't because it's quite simple, let me know and I'll see if I can help you. So we'll see you next time for more Just Good Food.